Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their teams to victory. It's Cutler's Bears going up against Romo's Cowboys. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call on this Week 3 matchup.
They'll throw on first down with Cutler. They go screenplay to Langford. Room here to run. Jeremy Langford. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Langford, 79 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. One receiver left, three to the right. On 1st and 10, Romo. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know that in recent years, it's been tough on Tony Romo. A lot of injuries have piled up, but he's still able to sling it, Brandon. Look at that throw.
Yeah, he can. By the way, you know his given name on his birth certificate?
Hit me, hit me.
Antonio Ramiro Romo.
That
He's got a good ring, so I'll start calling him Antonio.
The lyrical one.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Des.
A full combo play. Size, speed, toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now it's Cutler. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. We see this offense, and we see Jeremy Langford, certainly a guy to watch in this game.
He plays a game with great determination, Brandon. In college, he played multiple positions before settling in at running back. He made the right choice.
The first carry here for Jaquiz Rogers. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. The lone setback is Langford. And they'll give it to him here. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Cutler on first down. And this will be incomplete. Eddie Royal is intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And now the defense for Dallas.
When at his best, Orlando Scandrick is one of the top nickel cornerbacks in the NFL.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll try and sneak it here. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. So it'll be first down here after the run. He's going to run again. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. They'll run here with Langford. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now they'll look to throw it with Cutler. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense. But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Tony Romo on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Defense showing blitz. One man in the backfield, Elliott. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Back to throw, Romo. That's caught at the 3. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Develop slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Third and 2, it's Romo. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first and 10, it's Cutler. They go screenplay to Langford. Jeremy Langford. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Langford, 84 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get neat.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time, they can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The play clock's running down. This time, Cutler will throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
On 3rd down, Cutler. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. On 1st down, it's Cutler. Flushed out right. Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football. It's the big fella. 30. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the Cowboys doing something there they did not do much of in 2015. Not only do they get the takeaway, but they also score.
And that's something you know they've been harping on, talking about. This is a defense that really struggled getting things done last year. Now they've got to get things moving in the proper direction. That play will help in a big way.
Just to put a bow on it, last year 11 takeaways, fewest in the league. On the return, this is Jaquiz Rogers. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Now after the interception, here's Cutler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. He's got that one complete to Eddie Royal. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Check
2nd and 10 now. It's Cutler. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Creeping up on him.
So they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. And they're definitely showing blitz here. To throw, Cutler. He hits White, complete. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they want.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the red zone now, here's Cutler. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 81 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Romo. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas where the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And a pretty nifty hurdle there before he's brought down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
On first down, Romo drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Romo now on second down. Finding time to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
He's got a man. It's Williams. 23 yards on the play.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Let's go! 1, 9!
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. After the run, now Romo going to throw. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the first rounder, Leonard Floyd. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Cutler to throw on 2nd down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. So completion on second down, that brings up third. Cutler now to throw on third down. He hits White, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing now, Cutler on first down. Dumps it into the flat to Langford. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So many times you hear today's NFL is described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing again, it's Cutler. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guys' jersey clean throughout the game.
To throw again is Cutler. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on second down and 3. On second down, here's Cutler. Miller on the catch over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On first and 10, it's Cutler. And for a third time tonight, there he goes left side. Picked off by the rookie Jalen Smith. 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Cutler will throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Brandon Boykin. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Prescott, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lamar Houston from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Here's Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll get it in. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
A fake to Langford. Now Cutler. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they're going to speed things up here. They go play action here on first down. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10 here. Second and 10. It's Cutler again. This will be caught inside the 10. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
From the gun, it's Cutler. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up.
Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That will have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We've got a 3rd and 11.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Time for a break. And that will be incomplete as well. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Take it at the 37. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's Cutler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Royal making the catch over the middle. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
And that'll be incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second and 10 now. It's Cutler. And this is incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Cutler looking to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Cutler on 4th down. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. Back to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Elliott in a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down.
And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Now here's Deontay Thompson. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on.
Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflated.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into winning this week, now you have to absorb a loss and find a way to shake it off.
So for the Cowboys, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.